Hey guys, it's CSP1 here, part 11 of Let's Play Destroy All Humans Big Willy Unleashed to 100%. Last time we finished up Harbor City to 100% and finished up Fairfield story missions. This time we begin my favorite area of the game, Fantasy Atoll. Colonel Cluckin's pawns in Harbor City and Fairfield will be his own downfall. His transmissions to them were being traced. And now Crypto is on his trail.
Crypto, the crewmen will know the whereabouts of this Mr. Pork. We don't want Cluckin to know we're here, so use your body snatch.
Come on, Parks. How about a little fun in the sun? These babes are wearing dental floss, and I'm way behind on my oral hygiene.
Crypto. Ah, Crypto. That was so unnecessary. Then again, it is Crypto, so it's really not a surprise. Why am I having so much trouble hitting those targets? Okay, let's ask a crewman for directions to Mr. Pork. You know what? I'm really surprised and disappointed at the game that they didn't use the name Seamen for these guys. Seamen, S-E-A-M-E-N. I'm so surprised that they didn't use that pun.
Hey, I gotta find Mr. Pork. Where's the visitor center?
I can never find that place. When I want to see Pork, I just ask the natives where to go.
Good idea.
Native guys.
Alright, let's do that. The only thing that can make this area a little more difficult, though, is the amount of water on the level. So I tend to die here quite a few times just because I might fall in the water from being hit at a bad time or something. So that's just a quick warning that there is a lot of water. As you can see, it is a set of islands, so that is something you gotta watch out for in this area.
Listen, Friday, I'm looking for Pork. Which way did he go?
Mr. Pork? Oh, he's just Big Boss, that way. You find him good.
That's a good boy. And about the skirt, try AstroTurf. Synthetics have come a long way.
I don't think he cares, but oh well. You still can't go in the water in a human body, unfortunately, which is kind of weird, but you can't do it, so just avoid doing so. And literally, barely even touching the water will kill you instantly, which is so freaking stupid. That probably would not be a bad idea, Pox. I don't blame you for wanting that, and you can actually come up to this guy as an alien.
I'm looking for the boss of this island.
Actually, it's an atoll.
That's not a real word. Just point me to him, Friday.
How do you know? He's not me.
Well, I don't want to cast aspersions on your fine indigenous people, but I'm just not getting the boss vibe off ya.
It's the grass skirt, isn't it?
That was a clue, but the bone through the nose was the clincher.
Damn. They make me wear this. The visitor center's that way.
Let's go. Let's go find Mr. Pork now, guys. That was weird. It wouldn't sync up for a second. I know where Mr. Pork is, but it's literally gonna, like, convolutedly make us go all the way around the island. So it is a very big area, though. There's a lot of stuff here, because you have that whole sort of standard area. You have the volcano island and golf course. You have the Lost Island that we'll see in a moment. And you have this whole area as well.
Look,
Pirate
men of
Island.
the 1700s. Perhaps their directions will be more useful than those of the Stone Age natives.
Listen up. I'm hunting Pork, and I'm not getting anywhere with the locals. Now, which one of you Blackbeards knows the way to the visitor center?
If it's directions that ye be wanting to having some of, then
We be's the ones that he wants to be having the talking with. Arr.
He obviously has some sort of mental defect.
What the hell are you saying, Stinky?
hey, I'm not screwing up your alien bit, so don't screw up my pirate bit. We're not telling you squat unless you do something for us.
And what's that? You're out of soap, right?
No, see, we haven't had a chance to use these cool pirate weapons Mr. Pork gave us. So how's about we chase you to the bridge, and if you survive, we gives you directions.
How about I just beat it out of you? Attack!
Okay, fine. We'll do that. And right over there you can see an energy cell, but of course we're going to go for that a little bit later on. Buccaneer's Point, and that area down there is called Dead Man's Crotch. I'm not even kidding. Oh, this game sometimes. Pretty funny, actually. So you can kill them if you want, but there's really no point of it because we move through here pretty quickly. And those do not look like pirate weapons. Those look like pump-action shotguns. They can't even hit me either, which is even more embarrassing. But be careful, though, because you've got an out bridge here and water. That would suck for them. They're, like, trapped there.
All right, already. Knock it off.
Okay, a deal's a deal. Visitor center is right over. Oh, boy.
Great Ark-Boodle, it's an ambush! The bridge is covered with troops, and those naval destroyers are shelling us!
Vacationers, pirates, soldiers. What the hell's wrong with this place?
I don't know.
I don't care, but you better get a move on it!
Yeah, if you want to hover over the bridge, make sure that you're over the bridge, just so that you don't end up getting knocked into the water by the ships. Okay, so now we're on another section with natives. Pretty simple here. Now we have a very cool reference to the TV show Lost. You have the Lost Island as it is, and there's even a cave on the back of the island that has an energy cell in it. So that's actually kind of cool that they did that. Though I never really watched Lost, I could never get into it. I was too young, really, at the time, so that was part of the problem. Ow! And it's weird because, like, even if you shoot the water, it doesn't shock them, even though it should. Alright, well, this is not going very well. Come on, just run to Mr. Pork and don't die. Go. Yay, we made it!
Keep reading, keep reading. I don't know why, but they're singing your song, Pox.
Ho, ho, ho. Greetings. I am your host, Mr. Pork. This is my enormous manservant, ratpoo. Welcome.
Why?
Fantasy Atoll.
I thought Fantasy Atoll was a myth.
What say you tell me where Cluckin' is before I shove this anal probe where the tiki lamp don't shine?
My friend, guests come to my atoll for fantasy to be swashbuckling pirates, heroic soldiers, castaways, and even indigenous natives. And what of you, my holographic friend?
Hey, wait a minute.
Do you not have a fantasy? Is there something you lost?
Pox, what about Cluckin'? Your restaurants, our mission.
Yes! Yes! I want my body back! Lithe, muscular, with flatulence and sour breath and rickets! I want to feel again!
Ratpoo, take our guest to his quarters.
Yes, boss.
I don't know what you've done to Pox, but I'm gonna tear you a new one.
No! No! The business can wait a few days. There are more important things.
What's more important than killing Cluckin'?
Ever since we talked about E. coli, I've been longing for my body.
Jeez, Pox, are you sure you want to do this? Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, barbecued pork.
Mr. Crypto, my medallion protects me from your weapons. Even your PK ability cannot touch me.
What kind of game are you running here? You can't give Pox a body.
I promise I'll do nothing to harm your friend.
He's not my friend, but he did co-sign all my credit cards, so you win, pork, for now.
Excellent. With your marvelous technology and my smooth Latino charm, there is no end to the fantasies we can fulfill.
Alright, mission success, data core awarded, and the final saucer weapon. Wow, we unlocked that earlier than I thought. The Electro Cone. It is basically an electric storm. Oh, all Lily Worker unlocked. Ooh, Fairfield Odd Job unlocked, but we're not going to do that just yet. What I want to do first is actually head back to the ship and start working on the odd jobs of Fantasy Atoll. We could work on that one, but I would rather just go ahead and do the one on the ship because that one's a little further away right now, and let's just get it all the way out of the way. And it's called Mount Arcavoodle. Arcavoodle. I wonder what that's a reference to, guys. Yes, that is a reference to Arcavoodle, the Lord of the Sacred Clutch, as we found out in Destroy All Humans 2. Well, actually, it may have been found out in Destroy All Humans 1, even though I still think the second one was by far the best game. Just there was more in it, and it wasn't like 80% of the game's completion was not focused around collectibles, even though there were a lot of collectibles. And it was also the easiest for the collectibles because there was a tracker in the game that would help you find them. Okay, the village humans. This is our next odd job. Pox brings his infatuation with disco to a whole new level. This is the final disco mission, which is kind of awesome. There's only 3 odd jobs here. One in each of the 3 side plots.
You can't just leave well enough alone, huh?
I've decided to form a musical supergroup, which I'll call the Village Humans. I want you to abduct a few humans and then hypnotize them to perform a disco tune I've composed that's mathematically formulated to become a runaway hit.
And I get to wear earplugs when the music starts, right?
Suit yourself.
Okay, that sounds good.
Use the saucer's abduction beam to grab a local native. I've marked the first one on the map. Oh, can I mention the concert starts at a specific time? I've had flyers distributed and everything. So hurry up, why don't you?
Okay, whatever you do when you're abducting them, only hit B once. Don't hit it twice or else you'll accidentally abduct the human like I have done before. You want to stay in cloak because since there's so much water, you get a lot of gunboats attacking you in this area. So stay in cloak whenever you can, but let it regenerate if you won't. So you do have to be pretty careful in this area when you're going over the water. Alright, hello everyone, we're just a harmless little blimp hovering over your heads. We come in peace. Alright, so now we head over to the pirate island and abduct our second human. And no, I did not upgrade the saucer's cloak off screen or anything, so maybe I should have, but I didn't. Didn't really feel like doing it. I mean, I don't like grinding for stuff. And like I said, in this game, there's no real purpose of upgrading all the abilities in the game because it doesn't really get you anything. You only want to upgrade the abilities for the weapons and such that you're going to be using a lot of. Honestly, everything else is kind of pointless. It's like there's no real purpose of upgrading like the anal probe and stuff fully. Even though a lot of the weapons are a lot more balanced in this game.
Excellent, Crypto. Now I need a sailor. I have picked out a prime specimen for our needs.
I think we end up needing 4 people, if I remember correctly. So we're making good time though, a minute and a half in, and we've already gotten 2 of the 4 people. Mount Arcavoodle. Alright, let's go ahead and head on over here. I definitely want to be in disguise when we go over here because this is the military base in this area. Or a military base, or naval base, I guess would be the correct terminology. Gunboats, machine gun boats.
Just put him with the others.
Don't hit him on the wall.
The concert starts without my musical supergroup. This scheme would be a failure. Pick up the pace a little.
Pox, we only have 1 more person to get after this guy and almost 3 minutes to do it. I would not worry. You know, maybe I should just abduct this guy for fun. You know, I could do that, but I'm not going to. Alright, we're doing pretty well here though. Let the saucer's cloak regenerate and then drop this guy in. This is 3 down, 1 to go, 2.5 minutes to go.
I have 1 more candidate picked out. One of Mr. Pork's valets. Ah, yes. There's his location.
I only see the star on the map, so we will head for that. But yeah, this is a pretty simple mission, odd job fortunately, which is very nice that we get a little more simple one after that horrendous epic fail. Well, not horrendous epic fail, I mean I didn't even die or anything. But after all the difficulty I had with that final odd job of Harbor City that I usually don't have. Okay, and also don't let off the A button until you're ready to drop them because you don't want to drop them in the water, that'll kill them as well. Though humans can at least touch like the shallow water as you see with the military coming out of the water and all, but still. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop this guy in, and we complete another odd job.
Last one. Excellent.
Oh, almost.
Use the
Almost.
abduction beam to pick up this special disco ball I have designed. I've marked the location on your minimap. You need to hold it above the performers.
And we've got it.
Crypto. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own visual scanners.
Okay, 2 energy cells awarded, so this area also has the least amount of energy cells in it, which is kind of nice. It only has 31, 6 of course coming from the odd jobs. And I think we've got some time left in this video. Let's go on and do the remaining odd job that we have unlocked. I believe that, well, it's either going to be the Natalia side plot or the Furon efficiency expert side plot. I believe this is going to be the Natalia side plot, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Well, I mean, I have a 50-50 shot at guessing, so maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll see in about a minute. Alright, so let's go ahead and land the saucer right here. You can see an energy cell up there. This area, the majority of the energy cells aren't too bad if you have a good guide, which I've been able to edit the guide that I follow a little bit, because there's only one written guide for all the collectibles in the game that's ever been written, and it's reused for like every guide of this game. So I've tried to rewrite it as best I could for both myself and for you guys when I do the like descriptions of the videos. Rubble Indemnity. Nice tourist. It would be, yep, this is the Natalia side plot. Okay.
What is it this time, Pox? Kidnap a princess? Steal the crown jewels? Jump on some
Mario reference!
Most as exciting. Insurance fraud!
Yay!
I know how to sell it, Pox.
Insurco Insurance has 3 groups of tourists on the island. They're all classified as high risk. If they die, the insurance company loses a fortune.
I don't get it. I thought you wanted them cacked.
There's an escape clause. If they are killed by an act of God, say by wandering ball lightning, Insurco is off the hook.
One natural disaster coming right up.
I believe we can do that, and it gives us an excuse to use the epic ball lightning power. Like I said, ball lightning is basically the Zap-O-Matic on steroids, because I just think it's slightly better, especially when it's fully upgraded. It's epic. And you can launch all 3 balls of lightning at once, which is fine. Oh crap, I didn't kill the last guy. Come here, come here. You're dying from ball lightning. There we go.
Well done.
One down.
Let's just cross our phalanges that the next 2 attempts go as smoothly.
That didn't go as smoothly as I was hoping, but oh well.
Pork's headquarters.
Yeah, once it's upgraded, you can hit like 5 people or more with a single ball of lightning, which is pretty epic. Alright. Now, is ball lightning, I think that scientists have tried to figure out if it's actually like real or not. I'm not sure if it actually is, though. I think it's more of a myth. Okay, so up here we're going to get the typical Natalia side plot problem that we always have. And before we can kill them, this jerk is going to run by with his ion detonator and fry him with that. And they're dead.
Okay, I'm just kind of curious. This is the 3rd time you've blown one of my gigs. What gives?
So she hasn't told you?
Hey, come back here and let's fight like reasonable people. It wasn't my fault. I think my crazy ex-girlfriend has hired some Furon muscle to make life.
And he has a jetpack as well.
Relax, Crypto. I believe you. I saw the competition briefly on my
Just
camera,
saw him.
but this just confirms the disastrous effects your libido is having on our
Admit it, Poxy. You're just jealous.
Be that as it may, we must formulate a plan to eliminate this ham-fisted competitor.
We don't get to finish him off until the next area of the game, though. But guys, that was it for the 2 side missions of Harbor City, of Fantasy Atoll that we have unlocked. There's still one more. It's not unlocked just yet, but that was 2 down, and that was pretty easy, as you saw. That was just 2 quick side missions, both pretty easy. And I think that the next video is probably going to be a bit shorter, and it's just going to be finishing up the 2 odd jobs that we can currently do back in Fairfield. So it's probably going to be a little bit shorter, but it's just going to finish up those odd jobs, just because I don't want to keep having to go through the whole Navicom thing in videos. I just don't really want to do that. And editing's tougher now that I have to switch between like the Mac and Windows sides of my computer constantly. But that was very good progress for this video, guys. We have already made a lot of progress in Fantasy Atoll. So as you can see, there are 5 more story missions and 1 more odd job and pretty much all the energy cells. So guys, next time we will return to Fairfield and do the final 2 odd jobs there that we can currently do. There's still going to be 1 more, but it's not unlocked till much later. So, see you guys then.